Perfect. So I'm going to record this event because I've got some current members and clients and agents that I work with that are on here this morning. They're excited to see the new things that have developed. And then I've got a lot of people on here that have never heard of us before, and they're wondering what the heck is going on. How am I going to get divorce listings, FSBO listings, expired listings, short sale listings, equity listings from my center of influence? How am I going to start orchestrating business every month like a conductor? Right. So we're going to talk about that stuff today. My name is Chris Silveda, by the way. Chris Silveda, and I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions. And we've been doing some really fun and interesting and I think extraordinary stuff over here at Simple Listing Solutions for the last 4 years through a really tremendous short sale market. Right. That's really, we came into the game helping real estate agents across the country get short sale listings in a really unique and dynamic and powerful and fun way. And I'll show you a little bit about what we've been doing with agents like Larry Martin out in Granville, Michigan, and Rick Geese in Macomb County, Michigan, and agents in Florida and California and other sand states just getting short sale listings. We're going to show you how easy that is. Now, I say easy. I don't mean to emphasize easy. You don't even get out of bed. You gotta go get actively engaged in the world. So so there's some stuff involved. But in terms of getting listings, you guys, you're going to leave here right now, and it's 6:04 a.m. on the West Coast. We're all going to leave here in about 90 minutes or so together with some fresh new thinking that's going to help us go make a great six-figure income in real estate forever. So with that, I was up late last night putting together a little slideshow for you guys. Excuse me here. And what I'd like to do is walk you through, not my artwork. I'm going to erase my drawings. But what I'd like to do, in fact, before we do this, is introduce you to the system that we're all operating on right now. If you have questions towards the end of this webinar or anytime throughout the webinar, there's a great way to get them to me. Okay, there's a great way to get them to me. In fact, I'd like you guys to all look around on your desktops right now and just confirm for me that, hey, you can see my screen. Hey, Chris, we can hear your voice. Sounds great. Sounds loud and clear. And the best way to do that is look around on your computers, on your desktop, and you should see a little arrow. Right? You guys are already doing it. That's great. Yeah, click on the little arrow. You guys could all do this together in unison anyway. Click on the little arrow, and it opens up a drop-down dialog box. I'd like you guys to just type in hello from the name of your city. Hey, howdy from Houston, right? Aloha from Honolulu. And then I'm going to just kind of circle through that question lot. Chicago is on the line. Great. Chicago is on the line. Hey, I don't know if you're watching the Stanley Cup over there in Chicago, but it's been exciting. Francine, I'm so glad you're here, Francine. You're going to get some great stuff today. Boy, we got the whole country here today. Thanks for getting up so early with us. Hello, Chicago. Hello, St. Louis. Hello, Valencia, California. Hello, Chicago again. Hello, Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Central Valley, California, San Diego, Sacramento, Rancho Penasquitos. Hey, dude, Huntington Beach. What's happening, brother? New York is here. Yo, yo, yo. Chris from New Jersey. Perfect. We got a whole bunch of people in the house today. Okay, you guys, so here's what I want to tell you one thing again before we get started. See how I am? You can tell that this is a live, by the way, broadcast. Not only am I the founder of Simple Listing Solutions over here, but I'm a realtor like you. Okay, I'm a realtor like you. I've done short sales, listed expireds and FSBOs, and helped buyers move into their first home with 100% financing, no income, no asset, no pulse, loans. And then I've helped those buyers cash out and move into a bigger home, and then cash out and move even to a bigger home and turn that into an ATM machine and lose it all. I mean, I've helped people move through the whole process, move up buyers, executive home buyers, dream home buyers, right? And I've done all that here in Southern California. But before I began my real estate career, I traveled the country for about 8 years with a guy by the name of Joe Stumpf. And if you guys don't know Joe, you really ought to. I'll tell you why. Joe Stumpf and his not a little company, his big company, by referral only, he's the #1 dialogue skills coach on the planet for real estate. Dialogue skills for real estate and mortgage. And dialogue skills are everything. Right? Brian Buffini comes out of Joe's big tent. Brian Buffini, another great trainer, how to build a by referral only business. But I traveled the country for 8 years almost with Joe everywhere. I was his right-hand guy. Eventually, I was flying around training all of his mastery members, wearing $2,000 suits, take limos, flying first class, right? Living the life. Good life. Thanks, Joe. Got my real estate license, sold him a couple homes, $1 million homes, right? Great real estate client of mine. But when I was out there on the road for those 8 years, I met tens of thousands of realtors, seven-figure income earners, big producers, right? And I didn't just meet them once. Hey, nice to meet you. I mean, I went to their kids got married. I went to the wedding, right? I stayed at their houses when I came to town. And I really got to know people and see how they did real estate. And so you guys you're the beneficiary of all that today. I'm going to share some phenomenal stuff with you guys today, and I'm going to come at you like a fire hose. I apologize, but it's just because I've got so much stuff to share with you, and I'm excited about it because right now the market's shifting all across the country, and we don't want to be late this time, right? Short sales are drying up quickly. Not in all places. In Michigan, you're still going to have them around for a while. Florida, you're going to have them around for a while. Some states, you're going to have them around for a while. Right? California, they're almost gone. Right? So the market's shifting right now, and in a lot of markets, and in fact all markets, inventory is really tight. There's a lot of buyers out there that want to take advantage of these ultra-low interest rates. They know we've already bounced off the bottom of the market. Now the market's heading back up, so they're all rushing. They want to get in the game, and there's not enough inventory available. Right? New home construction can't even keep it. There's just not enough inventory available. Right? So that's great, right? Because if you can get the listings, that means you can get 30 offers on the thing in a week. You can double end it, right? Not having a hard time selling homes. So that's the situation in a lot of markets right now, which means, okay, am I still going to chase list pendings and NODs like I've been doing effectively maybe in some cases or not so effectively in other cases? Or am I going to start working a geographic farm area? Right, because there's everything in a farm area. There's, FSBOs in there. There's expireds in there. There's, upside down things in there. There's equity listings in there. There's people who've got a sister moving to town who's looking for an agent to help her find a house. People who live in there. There's everything in a farm, right? Do I start beating the bushes with my center of influence more? Maybe I start going after divorce listings, right? Maybe I get a list of people every month who filed for divorce and I put them on my letter campaign, right? So for 4 months in a row, they get a letter from me. And then if they don't respond to those after that, I put them on my newsletter drip campaign. Every 90 days, they get a newsletter from me, right? Or maybe I start going after probate. I start mailing, direct mail to probate, right? Or FSBOs. Maybe there's enough FSBOs out there now. I implement my seller assist program and I start going after FSBOs. Maybe there's enough expireds out there now. I start really working these expireds smartly. Right. So what am I going to do to go get listings? There's a lot of directions I could go in. Which one is the smartest one for me to go in? We're going to have that conversation right now, okay? So anyway, that's my background, a little bit about who I am. And if you guys have questions after this webinar and you call the toll-free number over here to connect with me, you'll talk to me. You'll actually, if I don't personally answer the phone, it's because I'm on the phone and I'll call you back. Right, and you don't have to call because you want to buy something, you think I'm going to sell you something. That's not the case at all. You can just call and say, hey, I've got some questions about something you said, and I'm happy to talk to you guys. Okay, so if you didn't take great notes, don't worry about it. You can always call me. Okay, so with that being said, now let's go start the show over here that I'm excited to share with you guys. Okay, so Simple Listing Solutions, you know a little bit about us. We've been around here for about 4 years helping real estate agents get short sales with the variety of tools and training techniques, right, and systems and designations, quite frankly, like Certified Short Sale Advisor. Because I figured CDPE, what does that mean? I didn't know what it meant. And if I didn't know what it meant, I know my mom didn't know what it meant. And my mom, she owns a condo, a nice one. I'd love, some agent would love to connect with her if she doesn't have a clue what CDPE means. She thought that was part of the IRS. Right. So I came up with the designation Certified Short Sale Advisor, and then I realized that 10 out of 10 short sale salmon begin life as loan modification minnows, and they don't even want to talk about short sales anyway, so who cares if you're a Certified Short Sale Advisor? So I became a foreclosure alternatives advisor, and I became somebody who could talk about how to save your home with HARP 2.0 refinance and HAMP loan modifications and things like that, how to get $45,000 relocation assistance when you short sell your home. And I really developed my dialogue as a foreclosure alternatives advisor with Keller Williams, who helps people save their homes as well as purchase and sell. And I became a lot more attractive, and so did the agents who started doing that. Right? And then I created a website, right? A website that allowed me to target specific markets, and I would use language like, if you're upside down on your Orlando area home or investment property and can no longer afford the payments, I'll help you save it or get paid to avoid foreclosure through free government refinance, loan modification, short sale programs. And then I'd have my book, get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales, and HARP 2.0 help. And, so I'd have a website that was really, designed to position me as a short sale guru who could help people not only, refinance their underwater home for free through HARP 2.0, but I've got all the loan modification forms and instructions and all that stuff for free. Come on over here, I'll help you out. And if you don't qualify for that stuff, hey, worst case scenario, you guys can short sale your house, no foreclosure, I can help you do that, and even get you paid, right? So I've got a website, designations, and then, ebooks that would position, myself or the agency using the system as experts, Craigslist ads, that you could HARP 2.0 Craigslist ads, and I'd teach you guys how to use Craigslist, put those in the rental section, right? So you could fish for listings that way. How to use YouTube, how to use video, right? We're just breezing through this stuff real fast, but you guys all need to know how to use YouTube or Vimeo, free, right? It's free. Because if you don't know how to have a YouTube account, then that means you can't look into the little camera on your laptop computer and make a little 2-minute video, right? That means you can't just push record and stare at your computer screen and say, hey, friends, thanks for taking 2 minutes to watch this video. I just wanted to let you know how frustrating it is to be in real estate right now. And then you laugh, and they say, what? And then you say, I'm working with some great buyer clients right now. Phenomenal. They're so excited about getting in the market. They're hyper-qualified. They're over-the-top qualified, and they're ready to purchase, and they're so frustrated because there's no inventory available. In fact, I'm not the only realtor to complain about this stuff. There's just not a lot of homes for sale in the market out there right now. So I need your help. I just need you to know that if you know someone thinking about selling their home, would you please connect them with me? Right? Thanks for not keeping me a secret right now in terms of, helping me find people who have homes to sell. I need to know who they are and how I need to connect with them and let them know how I can help them. Okay, thanks for taking 2 minutes to watch this, and thanks for not keeping me a secret. You're great. Bye. Right? So that's a video I could just make right into my webcam for free. Right? And now I could just send an email to everybody that I know, hey, click here to watch this. Click, watch. Now they're watching a video of me going, hey, check it out. Right? That's impactful communication. Right? And it only happens with video, and it's free. So, agents using YouTube, right, and Craigslist and ebooks and the internet and designations like Foreclosure Alternatives Advisor and, door hangers, sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, get your lender, pay all the sales costs for free, get a free copy of my book, right? Business cards, same thing. Hey, let me give you guys a few of my cards, ask you to think about who you might know. Right. Oh, what's this? Hey, thanks for asking. That's a book I put together. It may or may not apply to you guys, but if you know anybody in the neighborhood or at work or at church, right? So I've developed a lot of tools for going out and getting short sale listings, and not just tools that I've developed, but as we've learned things along the way, working with members and agents, we've figured out what's working out there. Handwritten notes. Handwritten notes are working at the front door, right? So we started talking about that and training on that stuff. So you can see I have a history over the last 4 years of doing some pretty different stuff in terms of going out and getting short sale listings, and we're fully equipped to help get agents get short sale listings, right? And markets where those are still happening. Direct response monthly newsletters, right? 2% response rate, direct response letters, right? Press release, other direct response letters. I talk about how agents, their inventory it's the greatest leverage point in their business, whether it's a short sale listing, expired listing, FSBO listing, referred to you, equity listing. Your inventory is the greatest leverage point in your business. We're going to talk about this, you guys. Your flyer box, it's a salt lick. Okay, all the neighborhood homeowners, they're deer. Right. And your next listing is out there somewhere. The purpose of a listing is to get another one. So what are you putting in that flyer box that all the neighborhood homeowner deer are going to come over and lick right out of the flyer box? Right? Are you communicating to the neighborhood a unique service offer, something that makes people say, hey, wow, whoa, hey, we need to know about this guy, right? So are you doing that from your flyer box? So, training agents over the last 4 years on how to really leverage their inventory to get more of it, and providing them with tools and dialogue to go out and just hammer short sales, right? And they've been doing it. They've been doing it, right? But here's what's next at Simple Listing Solutions, and this is what I want to talk to you guys about today. Right. I've made one of the tools that I've created for realtors, because I just dream up what would I want. I'm a realtor. What would I want? Right. Because in my back pocket, I've got a PhD computer programmer who can build anything. Quite literally, I could give him my smartphone. He could land it on the moon if I gave it to him for 10 days. Right. So what would I want? As a marketer with a real estate license, I sat down and I said, well, what would I want in terms of website? I know what I'd want. Right. And so that's key. And that's going to come into play in the conversation that we're about to have, because we're about to talk about the first module, the first reason you guys came here today. It's not how to get short sale listings, right? We can have that conversation another time, right? I'm going to show you guys today divorce, probate, work in your center of influence, how to orchestrate referrals every single month. Orchestrate, not hang out and wait for them, right? Nobody's got time. We don't have time to hang out and wait for a referral. Right? That's anybody could. What are you doing? Hanging out waiting for a referral? How long have you been waiting? Right? We're not going to do that anymore. So what's next at Simple Listing Solutions is for sale by owner, seller assist, automated weekly mail campaigns. Okay, automated FSBO campaigns. Stuff's got to be automated, or you guys won't do it. Right? I know, because I'm you. Right? Okay, center of influence. Orchestrated referral bi-monthly reminder mail campaign. You're going to see how critical that is. Okay, so working your center of influence for listings, working FSBOs for listings, working divorce market for listings. Very lucrative market, right? Very lucrative market. How to position yourself as a real estate divorce advisor, an expert that they want on their team. Right, who can provide the unique sort of services that they're going to require if they're, a lot of these people, hey, they're divorced, putting their home on the market, because the court's ordered them, hey, they got to sell. They don't have to cooperate in the sale, and sometimes they don't, right? And they really need an expert on their team who can guide them through that process. How to position yourself as the person who does just that, right? And then probate listings, right? There's a whole other market for listings. Right, and so what else do we have for listings? Geographic farm areas, how to own the farm. So I'm providing now tools and what I call tactical training for dominating a farm area. And farm areas are a great thing to have right now if you've been working list pendings, NODs, right, through the mail and going out and knocking on upside-down homes and default properties and saying, hey, I can help you guys avoid foreclosure, but you got to act quickly. That's great. That's great. That's probably been working for you. But a farm area is a good thing to start thinking about right now if you don't already have one, right? And then expired listings, right? So what I've done is I've built a web platform that, a lot of my clients right now, they're using to get short sale listings. What they don't realize is, if they look up one day and say, hey, Chris, all the short sales have gone away, I can now say to them, good, push a button, right? And now you're no longer a short sale guru. Now you're a divorce guru. Right, or push a different button and now you're the FSBO person, right? Push a different button, now you're the probate person. You want to go after expireds, push a button, right? And I'm going to show you how this stuff works, right? So wouldn't you love to have like a sort of a push button operating system for targeting your center of influence, right? For orchestrating referrals every month, or for going after FSBOs, or for going after divorce listings, or going after probate listings, or working a geographic farm area, or working expired listings. We're going to talk about as much as I can cram into in 90 minutes. Okay, so orchestrating referrals is the first module we're going to cover right now. And if you guys have got to hurry to go someplace this morning, stick around for the next 15 minutes as we get through this module. And literally, it's going to change the way you think about real estate and add thousands of dollars to your bottom line over the years. If you're in real estate, if you're in here as a career and you're not going anywhere. All right, so orchestrating referrals like a conductor. Right? You think about this. You're standing on a stage, right, at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, or Candlestick Park, or wherever you happen to be. Name the biggest stadium in your town, right? You're standing out there in the middle of the field on a stage, and you've got a microphone, and it's a packed stadium, and everybody's talking. They're all drinking beer, right? They're not listening to you. Excuse me, excuse me, folks. You got to get their attention. Number one, and then number two, you got to get them all to start doing the wave. Right? Could you do that right now? How would you do it? Right? It's your language, it's your energy, it's your intention, it's your purpose, right? That dictates whether you're going to be successful or not. Quite frankly, I think it'd be pretty easy. Right? It wouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, so orchestrating referrals every month, I'm going to show you how simple it is. And you're going to laugh, and you're going to kick yourself. You're going to go, oh my gosh, this is real estate. Right. This next module is real estate. You could forget about FSBOs. You could forget about expireds. You could forget about divorce. You could forget about short sale listings, and you could say, I'm just going to start doing this for now on, and I'm going to build a six-figure practice just on this. Okay. So, apple tree. right? That's an apple tree. And what I'd like you guys to do is think about right now, just for the rest of this conversation, all the people that you know as apple trees. Okay, the apple tree right there represents your mom, for example. And all those apples in the branches are people that your mom knows that you don't know. Your mom knows them. They're her friends, right? That's her center of influence. So your mom is an apple tree full of apples, right, that make up her center of influence, right? There's your friend Mary, right? There's your neighbors across the street. They love you. They let you come over and pick plums and stuff out of the yard. That's Jack and Mary over there. They're great. There's some people from, around town. Here's some other friends, right? Here's some other people around town. So there's some people around town, right, in your county. Some of them are past clients. Some of them are friends, right? Some of them are people from your church, right? Some of them are people from the gym. But there's people around town in your life, right? And they're all apple trees, and they're all full of apples, right? And a lot of us hang out, we wait for an apple to fall out and land in our lap, and we call it a referral. Oh, where'd you get that listing? Oh, it's a referral. Somebody, yeah, they referred it to me because they know who I am. Hey, they know how I am. They referred it to me. That's an accidental referral, right? That's just an accident. You didn't make it happen. Yeah, they know you, so they referred somebody, but you didn't make it happen. You didn't orchestrate it. You're sitting out there in the middle of that field waiting for an apple to fall out of a tree, right? That's one way of doing real estate. Another way of doing real estate is to set buckets underneath these trees and go out there and shake the trees, right? That would be a whole nother way of doing the business, right? Can you name 10 good trees right now in your real estate practice around your county? 10 trees, past clients. Right, you've been in business for a while, you got to have 10 past clients, right? If you haven't been in business for a while, your mom is certainly one of them, right? Like right now to your mom, you're not a real estate agent, you're a secret agent. That's why she's not telling anybody about you, right? Right now your friends, they don't see you as a real estate agent, they see you as you're a secret agent. They don't tell anybody about you either, right? In fact, they might not even use your services if they were to do something like that, and you'd be personally offended. They'd be like, oh, I'm really sorry, and you'd think, oh, you'd have some thing going on between years about why they didn't use you and why they referred someone else. They don't want to see me get ahead. This whole thing, and you'd lose a relationship over it. It'd become a big, ridiculous thing, right? When it's none of that. It's just you blew it, right? You didn't do what I'm about to show you guys because you didn't understand, right, that everybody is an apple tree full of apples. Right? You only need 10 apples. Look how many apples there are on that page right now with 10 from 10 trees. Right? On that page right in front of us, there's an annual 6-figure income right there out of 10 trees. Right? Annual 6-figure income right there. On those 10 trees, there's a bunch of short sale listings. There's FSBOs, expireds, all kinds of stuff. Okay? So we just need to be aware of that. Right, that 10 people in our center of influence, 10 people who know us, like us, trust us, that's a lot of business. Right, that's a lot of business. And by the way, you guys, I'm telling you as a marketer with a real estate license, if you mail to a stranger, they throw it away. You mail to them again, they throw it away. You mail to them again, they throw it away. You mail to them again, okay, now they look at it. Right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times I send them a message, okay, now they're starting to engage with it. Somebody who knows you, you mail to them, they go, oh, hey, I know this person. They open it up and they read it. What does that mean? It means it's a lot cheaper to mail to someone who knows you. It's a lot easier to communicate to someone who recognizes you. It's just easier. It's cheaper, it's faster, it's easier. It makes a lot more sense. There's a built-in trust mechanism. Right? So let's talk about 10 people. If you don't even have any past clients, you don't have to be past clients. Right? But let's talk about 10 people that you could create what's the word, a solar system with. Okay, a solar system, like you're the center wheel of like a hub, and you're going to create a solar system of 10 perfect people around you right now that you could all go do today to help you build a 6-figure income, right? So we'll call it community advocates. Who are 10 people that you guys would want in your community, right? That would be advocates for you. Right? Forget about how do I make them an advocate for me? How do I forget that? Who cares? Who are the 10 people? Right. I know for me, East Coast pizza. Like right here in Cardiff by the Sea, California, right here in North San Diego County, right up here on the coast, and you kind of tucked in between Orange County and San Diego, East Coast pizza. Everybody knows they're the best. There's like 20 pizza places you could go to, but for sure, East Coast pizza, they're the best. They just make the best pizza. They rock it. right? So East Coast Pizza, everybody in Cardiff goes there. Everybody knows they're the best, right? They'd be a great advocate for me. Jim's Pool Cleaning, you guys got a pretty big clientele around here. Cleans a lot of pools. He's got a couple trucks out on the road. And Jim works with homeowners, right? He cleans their pool. Homeowners that have pools, he keeps their pools clean, so he knows them. Hey, Jim, how's it going? He's pulling up in their front yards every morning talking to people that own homes and keeping their pools clean, right? So that's Jim, right? Ron, the handyman, I've been using him for years. He's my handyman, right? I refer him out, and he's a great guy, and he does. I'm not the only realtor who uses him, but he's out there working an interface with homeowners all the time, fixing fences and things like that and doing stuff. Right. There's also Dr. Rob's chiropractor. I'm an athlete, and Dr. Rob here in town, he works with all the local triathletes, and we've got right here in San Diego County, the coastal area, there's a bunch of baseball players and football players and soccer people and surfer people, and Dr. Rob sees them all. He's a great chiropractor. I love him. He's got a pretty busy practice over in Solana Beach. Dr. Jill's Whole Family Dentistry cleans my teeth every like 6 months. I should go more often than I do, but got a great practice. Right? People love Dr. Jill. Express Delivery Dry Cleaning, they deliver. I love the thing I love about them is they'll actually, you could drop off your dry cleaning, they'll clean it and deliver it to your house. They're cool. They've been around town a lot of years. Allied Window Cleaning, who doesn't need a window cleaner and who knows one? I do. You don't, but I do. Allied, they're awesome. Yeah, they've got a van. They'll come out to your house, do the windows. They do a great job. Right? Sally's Mobile Pet Grooming, they got a big van. They drive around. They'll come to your house too, do your dog, clip the nails, clean your cats, do all that stuff. Right? Bob's Carpet Cleaning, he doesn't just do your carpet. He does drapes, right? Furniture, all that stuff. He's been around a long time. He's awesome. Van Dyke Mortgage, Tom Jones, he's my guy. Right? Tom over at Van Dyke Mortgage, he does HARP 2.0 refis. He does purchase loans. He does 100% financing stuff. He does these 103% rehab loans. He does jumbo, all kinds. He's a great guy. He's a consultant. He's an advisor. He's not a salesy guy at all. He refied my mom. He's awesome. Right? So these are all people in my life that I could reach out to, right, that would make up a nice little universe, because homeowners would love to know, hey, East Coast, I just moved to town. Jim's Pool Cleaning, Ron the Handyman, they'd love to know who they are. Just stay with me, you guys. I'm going to show you something. You're going to kick yourself. Okay? And by the way, vendor sponsors like East Coast Pizza, Jim's Pool Cleaning, Ron the Handyman, Rob's Chiro, Dr. Jill's Family Dentistry, Express Dry Cleaning, Allied Window Cleaning. Just stay with me, you guys. Vendor sponsors are more than happy to pay for my coffee at Starbucks, right? They pay for my postage, right? 1,000 newsletters a month into a geographic farm area. Why would I pay for that, right? Car payment, gasoline, right? They're more than happy to pay for it. Not even hard to set that up. I'll show you how later. We're not going to worry about that right now. Right now, we're just talking about orchestrating referrals, right, from the people that you know. Okay, so the anatomy of referral, basic science. The next 2 minutes, you guys, right here, there's $150,000 in commissions packed into the next 2 minutes. Watch. Let's talk about the anatomy of a referral and how basic they are. For a referral to occur, right, there's 3 things that need to happen. Right. Number one, someone has to notice a conversation about real estate is occurring. Right. And these conversations, by the way, real estate conversations, are weaved into all other kinds of conversations. Divorce, right? New baby, job transfer, my husband got promoted, more money, we're going to move up, right? We're going to sell the house, we're going to move into a bigger house. Family, my grandma died, I don't know what we're going to do with the house. That's a probate deal right there, right? Divorce, all that stuff in there. Those are all daily common conversations that people are having all over the place, right? So number one, for a referral to occur, someone has to notice a conversation about real estate is occurring. They have to notice it, right? Number two, someone has to think of you. So they've got to notice that a real estate conversation is occurring, and they have to think of you. Right now, you guys, all we're doing is watching this little cartoon that Chris is putting on, right? And just following along with the story, because so far it makes perfect sense, right? So far, you guys realize someone's got to notice a conversation about real estate is occurring, and that someone has to think about you, right? And then they've got to do something. They've got to take some sort of action to connect their referral to you. Right. So think about this. If all the people out there in the universe are having conversations all the time and real estate's coming up and they're not thinking about you, is it because they don't like you? Is it because they don't want you to succeed? Is it because they don't want to see you get ahead? Right? Or is it just because they're not thinking about you? right? And if it's just because they're not thinking about you, is that their fault or your fault? Okay. Number one, right? Number two, right? Are they taking action? Is it easy for them to refer people to you if they do think about you? Is it easy? Oh, yeah, I got his card right here. Yeah, I know her phone number. It's right here on the tip of my tongue. Oh, hey, don't worry about it. When I get back to the house, I got her newsletter on the kitchen counter someplace. I know I got it. I'll call you up and I'll give it to you. She's great. You're going to love her, right? Are you making it easy? Are you making people remember you, and are you making it easy? Because if you're making people remember you in a unique way, like, oh, I got the guy for you, and it's easy. Oh, I got his thing right here. Okay, now you're on purpose, right? Now you're not just a real estate person. I got a real estate license and I'm trying to get listings. No, now you're more like acting like a business, right? So watch this. We're going to talk about this for a minute, right? We know that a conversation has to occur about real estate, right? We know that someone has to think about you. We know that they've got to take some sort of action to connect that person with you. Right. So if you're going to orchestrate referrals, you need to make people think about you all the time in particular ways, and you need to make them like so easy. You need to grease the track so they can just slide that referral right to you. So it's so easy. So easy. Here, hey, you guys, whenever you hear this conversation happen, would you think about me? Hey, you guys, whenever you hear about somebody, would you think about me? Hey, whenever this scenario happens in your life, would you think about me? Sure, I will. Hey, okay, thanks. Hey, listen, when it happens, would you do? Okay, sure, I will. Right. If you were making it easy, because we're automated, right? Now you're starting to orchestrate referrals, right? So what would that look like, right? Are you making it easy? Are you making it easy? Are you making people think about you out there? And when people think about you out there, you guys, when your friends think about you, when your past clients think about you, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Oh, you guys are going through a divorce. You know what? I know I got a friend of mine, the realtor who helped us. He's like a divorce specialist or something in real estate. Like you guys, you should talk to him. Right? What are they thinking about you? Oh, Mom, you guys aren't going to be able to. Hey, you know what? I know a friend of mine. He's a realtor, but he's a foreclosure alternatives advisor. He does HARP 2.0 refi, HAMP, loan mod stuff. I got to connect you guys with him. Right? So when people are thinking about you, what are they thinking? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys. How can you keep people thinking about you? Well, you all know this. Send them a thank you little card. Send out little notes, right? But you can't send a note every day. Here's another note. Thank you for not keeping me a secret. I mean, you can't keep sending a thank you note saying, hey, thanks, right? I mean, maybe every quarter, maybe every 90 days you could send somebody a thank you note, right? Something like this. Hey, thanks for not keeping my services a secret. The next time you hear of someone considering selling as a result of a divorce, please think of me and pass along my card to them, right? You could easily put together like a little note card, right, and put a couple little business cards. You could send that out, right, to your 10 people, right? And that's not waiting for a apple to fall out. That's like going up and shaking the tree. Like if you got a note card and you wrote a little note saying, thanks for not keeping me a secret, next time you hear about somebody who owes more on the home than it's worth and they want help saving it for free, give them a couple of my cards. I can help them, right? If you send a note out like that to 10 people, that's shaking the tree, right? But that's one shake. So that's not a system. That's just called walking up and shaking the tree one time. So what else could you do? Right. Newsletters, you guys, realtors, top producers all across the country, they're using them. They're using the Buyer Referral Only newsletter. They're using Craig Forte's Service for Life newsletter. They're using my newsletter, the Welcome Mat. They're using newsletters because a newsletter delivered to your 10 apple trees every month is a shake. It's like walking up and shaking the tree. Right? Shake, 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 shake. Okay. So what I've done is I've created an amazing system for shaking your apple trees every month. For instance, I've got a newsletter called the Welcome Mat. It's a direct response newsletter that does all kinds of things. Now, my members don't even know about this. Now, it's so easy to use. You just open, click, print. It's done. It's customized for you. Just click print. Right? At the moment, it's got a little book down here that says, get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. But if you don't want it there, you just replace it. Push a button, and you can put a seller's report, free report. Right? Learn the secret for selling your home for top dollar. Boom. Right? So, little simple newsletter, but don't worry about that. I'm not here to talk to you guys about newsletters, right? What I am here to remind you guys of is that your job is to help people think of you and then make it easy for people to refer to you, your mom, your friends, your past clients. If they're not thinking about it, they're not referring anybody to you. And what are they thinking? Are they thinking that you're a divorce specialist that helps people that can help their friend? Are they thinking that you're a foreclosure alternatives advisor who helps people with HARP, HAMP, HAFA, right? $30,000 relocation assistance from Bank of America? What? What? You wrote a book? What? So are they thinking that stuff? All right. Now, I've got a tool here I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to show you a couple glimpses of. It's called the world's most interesting postcard, right? And so what I'm going to suggest is 2 contacts per month to your 10 apple trees, or your 15 or your 25, however many apple trees you guys have. 1 communication a month is going to be a newsletter with a handwritten note inserted into it, right? It could be anybody's newsletter. It doesn't have to be mine. But go get a newsletter with a handwritten note inserted into it. Right, because people read handwritten notes, especially when you keep them short. Right, if you write real small and it's real long, they may not read it. Right, but if it's legible and it's a couple of paragraphs, they're going to read it. Right, and if the handwritten note is intentional, it's going to be remembered. Right, and your job is to help people remember you. Remember what? Whatever is written in the note. Okay, so this is the world's most interesting postcard. So my newsletter, the welcome mat, goes out at the beginning of the month on the 1st. Right, to my apple trees. And then in the middle of the month, I send them the world's most interesting postcard. Right, and the world's most interesting postcard is pretty cool. Right, in fact, it is in fact the world's most interesting postcard. And we're looking at one right here. It says the spring market is right on schedule. Just a quick note in case you hear someone talking about selling their house this spring. Right? Just a quick note in case you hear someone talking about selling their house this spring. In just a few weeks, the spring market is going to be in full swing, and people are starting to talk about getting their house ready for market. When you hear someone talking about selling their house this spring, give me a call. Right? Give me a call. So what I'm doing with the world's most interesting postcard in the middle of the month to my 10 apple trees is I'm planting a seed to keep an ear out for conversations about someone buying their first home so they notice the conversation when they hear it. Right? I'm planting a seed. When this conversation happens, notice it and hear it. Right? And then I'm telling them exactly what to do when they hear that conversation. And I'm offering them something that they can give to their friend, right? So they look like a hero. Right? So 2 monthly communications, intentional monthly communications, right? To my 10 apple trees, right? Newsletter, they get my newsletter at the beginning of the month, and they get my world's craziest postcard in the middle of the month saying, hey, listen, when you hear this conversation happening, please think of me, and here's what to do. Right? Now I'm orchestrating referrals from my mom. Why would I send that to my mom? She knows me. Yeah, she knows me as her kid. Right? I don't need that anymore. I don't need mommy anymore. I need referrals from. She goes to a yoga class every morning. There's like 75 seniors down. There's like yoga for seniors. They're all tied up like pretzels. They don't know that I'm a realtor because she hasn't told them. Right? She hasn't told them, and that's not her fault. That's mine. That's mine. Now, I was just talking to one of my clients last week, and she says, hey, Chris, she does a lot of business up in L.A. She says, Chris, I got a lot of friends, like a big social group, that they don't get my stuff. They don't get my newsletter. They don't get my stuff. And the reason they don't get it is because some of my other friends are also realtors, right? They're in that group, right? And we're all sort of friends together. And so I feel a little awkward. And you know what I said to her? I said, and your other realtor friends in that group, they're not sending stuff out to your center of influence either, right? So nobody's getting anything from any of you. And if all of you were getting something from you, right, they'd say, oh, look at what you're doing. Right? Nice newsletter. Nice note card. This stuff is great. Thanks for the updates. Hey, we're thinking about putting our house on the market. We're going to use you. And the friends that are also realtors that aren't sending that stuff out are going to go, well, why are you using Krista? Well, because we hear from her all the time. Right? We don't hear from you. We hear from Krista. We know that she's in real estate because she's positioned herself between our ears as a realtor. We get her stuff. Right? We think of her. That's why we referred to her. We think of her. It's nothing personal. So you guys, just be aware. Just be aware. You don't need to go chasing FSBOs, expireds, divorce, NODs when you've got 10 people, adults that are employed in your county that know you, like you, and trust you, right? If you started saying, hey, those are big apple trees full of apples, right? I'm going to start intentionally communicating to them every month, multiple times, right, in a way that's intentional and on purpose, right, that says to them, hey, listen, next time you hear this, would you think of me? Hey, thanks. Your referrals are awesome. Thank you. Right? If you started doing that, right, those people can feed you. And then pretty soon it's not 10 people, it's 15 people, it's 20 people, it's 25 people, it's 50 people, it's 100 people. And then pretty soon you're like Larry Martin out in Michigan, right, who's got like 1,000 people every month who hear from him this way. And what does that look like? 88 transactions this year. 88 transactions last year. This year he's aiming for 100, right? That's a lot of business from from the same group, not a new group, the same group. Okay, so we're going to stop right here, and we're going to leave this place for now, and we're going to go back online, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you guys over here for a moment, and then I'm going to take you over here. Okay, so this is a platform, right? This is a website, and oftentimes I talk to realtors, they say, how can you get listings from the internet? I want to get business from the internet. Well, I'll tell you guys, you can get buyers from the internet. Right? You can get buyer leads from the internet, from websites all day long. Getting listings from the internet, not so easy. Not so easy. It's doable. It does happen. It's like an apple does fall out of that tree once in a while, but so little that, you know, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of time and energy and money trying to make that happen. There's easier ways, right? Now, does that mean that a website cannot support your listing getting efforts? No, no, no. Absolutely it can. Absolutely it can. Right. But a website supporting your listing getting efforts is one component. It's like the wings of the airplane. You definitely want to have them, right? But you got to have a fuselage. You got to have wheels, right? You got to have engines. You got to have all kinds of other stuff, seat to sit in, right? You got to have other things. You can't just have wings. You're not going anywhere, right? So the wings in and of themselves are not going to get you any listings. All right. Now, let's just stay with me, you guys. This is a website right here that you're looking at. Right. It is pretty much geared towards getting short sale listings or supporting me in the process of getting short sale listings. And it's got a headline that says, if you're upside down in your San Diego area home or investment property and can no longer afford the payments, I'll help you save it or get paid to avoid foreclosure through free government refi, loan mod, and short sale programs. And then it talks about how Bank of America pays up to $45,000 relocation assistance. You can watch this video and you can meet me. Video is very friendly. People like to watch it because if they can watch you, they can imagine talking to you on the phone, right? And in my video, I say, hey, don't be afraid to get my book over here, right? It's not a spam trap. I don't share your information with anybody, and you're going to get some great information from it, right? And when you read the book, it's going to position me as a short sale expert, right? And I let people know, hey, listen, you want some help refinancing your home with HARP 2.0? I got the guy on my team. He's the best guy in the county. Just click on the HARP 2.0 loan mod page. Go meet Tom. Right? And Tom is my mortgage partner, right? And when they go talk to Tom, Tom's going to try and help them refinance their home through HARP. And if they don't qualify, he's going to say, you should go talk to Chris about a short sale, right? It's a symbiotic relationship, right? I can say, hey, you guys want to find out how to get paid up to $45,000 when you short sale? Go over to my website, right? When you're over there, get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Fighting Foreclosure. Watch this video. I'm going to talk all about this Bank of America program, right? You want to talk to an attorney, right? You guys are thinking about a bankruptcy? I can help you. Right? You want to modify your loan? I've got all the forms, instructions, how to submit them to your lender, all that stuff. It's free. You guys don't need to spend money on that stuff. Don't get ripped off. Half a short sales, you want to find out if you qualify for a half there's $4,000 cash in your pocket right there. You can do that at my website. You guys want to find out if you're looking at a deficiency judgment? You can find out over my website. You want to learn about a deed in lieu? You just want to search the MLS? So you can do all this stuff at my website, and I wrote a couple books. Right? So here's a website geared towards, it positions me as a short sale guru. And if I'm talking to you at your front door because I'm working NODs and list pendings and I give you a couple of my cards with my book on them, I say, hey, listen, go over to my website. I got some help for you guys. I can help you save your home with HARP 2.0. I got a guy on my team. You need to meet Tom. Right? You need to talk to my attorney. Hey, you guys, just go over here and get this book. They can do that. They can come over here and they can say, hey, look, this guy, wow, he's a short sale expert. Right? So it supports me in that process. Right? It supports me in that process. When my mom tells her friends, yeah, my son, he helps people with HARP. Here's his card. Go to his website. They would come over here and get the impression, hey, this guy, wow, okay, that's what he does. All right. Now, what I can do, though, is I can say, hey, I live in San Diego, California, and now I'm going to start to show you guys FSBOs. We're going to start to move into some other stuff. Right? What I did is I looked up one day and said, hey, right here in San Diego where I'm working, right, there's no more short sales. They've all gone away. Right? What do I do now? What am I going to do with this website? What I'm going to do with this website is I'm going to start going after FSBOs. I'm going to start going after expireds. I'm going to start going after divorce. I'm going to start going after probate. And I'm going to start working the farm area really hard. Right? And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to log into my back office right here, which is going to take me to a screen that looks like this. Right? And then I'm going to say, this doesn't work for me anymore. Right? So I'm going to come down here to this link that says Edit Site Settings, and I'm going to come over here to my home page. Right here it says Home Page, and I'm going to change my home page. Right? I'm going to change it, and I'm just going to click Submit. Right? And when I change my home page, what's going to happen is my website is now going to look like this. Completely different, right? Let's look at this, you guys, together. This says, now you can rest assured your Forest Ranch home sells for top dollar with a powerful marketing strategy designed for markets just like the one we're in right now. What's the market we're in right now? Well, the market we're in right now is people are putting their home on the market and selling them in 6 days. Right? Like I can go on the MLS right now. We can log on together and I can show you a whole bunch of pendings, 2 days on the market, 4 days on the market, 3 days, 1 day, 9 days, fast. And I use that to my benefit, right? In fact, I've turned that into a marketing campaign, right? Now you can rest assured your Forest Ranch, I'm not talking San Diego, I'm farming. This is my farm area with 1,000 homes in it now. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to go dominate a geographic farm area, how I'm going to work FSBOs, expireds, divorce, probate simultaneously, right, with this system that I'm showing you guys, push button system. Okay, so now you can rest assured your Forest Ranch home sells for top dollar with a powerful marketing strategy designed for markets just like the one we're in right now. It says, warning, got money to burn? Many real estate salespeople would be happy to sell your home quickly so they can get paid and move on down the road to their next deal. But did you know that selling your home too quickly often means leaving thousands of dollars on the table? My video below explains the costliest mistake sellers are making right now and how to avoid it. Oh, wow, watch the video. Right? Watch the video. And then what does it say down here? It says, make me the last agent you interview and I'll reveal marketing secrets I can't share here. Right? It says, you could take my ideas and strategies for selling your home and share them with the expert who best matches your personality and style. All I ask is that you give me a chance to explain what the others won't because they either don't know or because they feel it's not in their personal best interest. Your best interests are my only interest when it comes to selling your home. And then it says, my easy exit listing agreement allows you to rest easy, right? Cancel our listing agreement at any time and for any reason if you're not satisfied with my performance. My sole purpose is to serve your best real estate interest by helping you obtain top dollar in the least amount of time with the least amount of stress. In order to do this successfully, I'll need you to want me on your team, right? If you ever feel your best interest would be served by canceling a listing agreement, you just let me know and it's done. Pretty simple. And then it says a whole lot more than a sign in the yard and some pictures on the MLS, right? And so this is my home. This is my new home page. It was this, right? It was, hey, I'm a short sale guru. Get a free copy of my book. And then I pushed a button, and it became this, right? Also, my pages changed, right? Over here, I had get $45,000 to short sell your home. Get help with a HARP 2.0 loan modification, and go talk to my mortgage guy. And if you don't qualify, he'll send you back to me with, we'll get you short sold, right? Go talk to you guys thinking about doing a filing for BK, and I'm talking at your front door, and you're trying to use that as an excuse to get me to go away. That's not going to work. Because I've got a BK attorney on my team. You guys need to know who he is. Can I give you guys a few of my cards? You can talk to him for free. Oh, now they're opening the screen door, right? Modify your loan. I can help you do that stuff, right? I can help you do that stuff. Half a short sales, I can help you do that stuff, right? So I pushed a button, right? Those pages went away. Now I got a hot market homepage, and I'm targeting a community called Forest Ranch, and I've got some different pages. This one's called Recent Forest Ranch Sales. Recent Forest Ranch Sales. Do you think people living in Forest Ranch would want to be able to go over here and check out Recent Forest Ranch Sales? Sure. Now, how about, do you think people living in Forest Ranch would want to go over here and check out Forest Ranch Homeowner Services? Sure. Of course they would. Right. Do you think they'd want to check out Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbors? You better believe they would. Right? They might want a free home value report. They might want to find out how to get up to $30K in a fresh start, right? Because what? There's still some short sales in Forest Ranch, right? Home selling tips, search for homes, about us, right? I've got some stuff right here. I'm targeting Forest Ranch, right? But let me do something because there's nothing about probate here. There's nothing about divorce, and I'm going to start targeting those markets too, right? I'm going to start targeting those markets too. But you guys, remember, now we're going to have to go back in time. I'm going to help you remember. Remember back here when I said when it comes to building a six-figure real estate practice, you really just need 10 good trees. 10 good trees. And then later on, I said, here's like 10 businesses in my community that are all people, right? East Coast Pizza, that's a guy. Jim, Ron, Dr. Rob, these are all people. Right? And they're all good people to know because they're interfacing with area homeowners all the time. That's what their business does. They provide services to neighborhood homeowners, so these would be ideal people to have in my orbit, right? And all these people, by the way, they're spending money to go promote themselves, just so you know, right? And their clients are my clients, just so you know. Remember when I said that? Okay. So let's go back here. And now I'm targeting a farm area, right? I'm showing you guys how to go work a geographic farm area and dominate it, right? We've just moved from orchestrating referrals from our center of influence, right? I showed you some short sale stuff. We're just moving right into how to dominate a geographic farm area. And we're looking at this website. We're analyzing it together. There's a page over here called Forest Ranch Homeowner Service Centers. And here you go. Here's all my people, right? Here's my pizza guy. Here's my dry cleaning. Here's my pool cleaning. Here's my window cleaning. Here's my landscape guy. Here's my handyman. They're all over here under a link called Forest Ranch Homeowner Service Center, right, where I promote their services to Forest Ranch because they provide services to Forest Ranch, right? So they're all now incorporated into my website, right? By the way, Forest Ranch gets a newsletter from me every month, and they're incorporated into my newsletter as well. So if you live in Forest Ranch, once a month you're getting a newsletter that lets you know about Bob's carpet cleaning and pool cleaning and window cleaning and stuff that you might need for your Forest Ranch home. Once a month you're getting that from me. And if you go to my website, you can find these people and click on a link and go to their website, right? So there's some real value in that. Right? There's some real value in that for these people, right? Jim's pool cleaning. Hey, Jim, I've got a newsletter. It goes out into Forest Ranch. It goes out to 1,000 homes every month. Would you like to be the exclusive pool cleaner in it? Yeah. Killer. It's only $35 a month. It's 1,000 homes. Wow. Hey, I need a 6-month commitment from you, though. Right? No problem. Yeah, I don't want to go looking for a new pool cleaner every month, right? You know, there's like 400 homes in Forest, with pools in Forest Ranch. Oh yeah, absolutely. I work Forest Ranch. I love it. Great. Hey, listen, I could put you on my website too. So when they go over the website, I've got a link. It's called my Homeowner Service Center for Forest Ranch. I could have a logo of you, a nice little story about your company, and a link to your website. I could put it up there too. So you're not just in my newsletter, you're also over on my website. So I get a lot of traffic going over there. And instead of $35 a month, it's just $50 a month. You want to do? Sure. Right? A lot more effective than the classified ad you're running. I saw your classified ad over there. You get anything from that? Right? So just think about that for a minute, you guys. 50, 50, 50, 50. There's $1,000 a month. Right? There's $1,000 a month. Right here. Right here on my website, there's $1,000 a month. Right? Ed Trivers in Riverside, California. Look him up. Right? Ed may be on the webinar right now. Right? Ed's got his people lining up. He's like, Chris, I'm going to pay for my car, make my car payment for my homeowner service center. They're going to pay for my lease on my auto. It's pretty cool. Right. So over here, I've got recent Forest Ranch sales. Right. You can scroll through those. You want to see what's been happening in Forest Ranch. I got my Forest Ranch homeowner services. Right. I've got my Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbors. What's that? Join the Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbors, and you'll be shocked by what you discover as a Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbor. Right. I'm inviting people in Forest Ranch to opt into my little program where I update them via email automatically on new home sales and stuff, things that happen in their neighborhood. Right. Free home value report, get up to $30,000 in a fresh start, home selling tips, search for homes. You can come search the MLS. I mean, I'm a realtor, right? I am a realtor. Search the MLS. I work with buyers. I do everything. Right. But now I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to go back here, menu. Remember I logged into my back office earlier, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click Customize Website Menu, and I'm going to bring some pages over onto my website. One is going to be called Forest Ranch Expired Listing History. It's going to be my expired listing campaign, and I'm going to put it right here next to Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbors. And then I'm also going to bring over my FSBO campaign called Forest Ranch For Sale by Owners. Right? I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm also going to bring over my divorce page. Divorce. Where do I have my divorce page? Recent area sales. Okay, so for the moment, I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to click Save Changes. So we're going to go back over to my website and just refresh. Right, refresh. And now you're going to see I've got some new pages. Right, I've got some new pages over here. One's called Forest Ranch For Sale by Owners. Right, Forest Ranch For Sale by Owners. That wasn't there before. Right. And I've also got Forest Ranch Expired Listing History. Let me ask you guys, if you lived in Forest Ranch, would you be interested in the Forest Ranch Expired Listing History? Like, if you were an expired listing in Forest Ranch, and I sent you a little note that said, hey, listen, go over to my website and click on the Forest expired listing history and see everybody else has happened to in the last year. You'll be shocked. Some of them relisted with another brokerage and sold their home at a higher list price. Go check it out. Would you go? Of course you would. Right? If I said to you, hey, listen, I see you got your home on the market. Are you familiar with my Seller Assist program? It's free. It's free. I advertise your home all over the internet. I advertise it over here on my Forest Ranch website. I get a ton of buyer traffic coming over there. And one of the things we do is make sure that anybody that comes bugging you, they're absolutely pre-qualified and they're motivated to buy your house, right, before they ever even try and schedule an appointment to come look at it, right? And we can help facilitate that process too. And again, this service is free. It's called our Seller Assist program. It's a great way to get your home sold. Oh, wow, right? So here's a website, right? And in fact, I don't know why I don't see my divorce page here. Let's just take a closer look together. It might be my ADD. I'm going to click on Customize Website Menu, and I'm going to scroll through all of these pages over here. Real Estate Divorce Specialist. Yep, we're going to bring this page over too, and we're going to put it right here next to Get Up to $30,000 and a Fresh Start, right? And then we're also going to bring over my Probate page. We'll put that right there too. Okay. Now we're just going to click Save Changes. Okay. Now we're going to go back over here to this website and just click Reload. Okay, now I've just added a couple more pages to my website. One is my Real Estate Divorce Specialist page. Okay, it talks about the house after divorce and what will you do, right? Are you in the process of either considering divorce or perhaps even implementing divorce proceedings and starting to think about selling the home or other real estate assets, right? And with all the stresses and emotions that can accompany a divorce, it's helpful and wise to have a neutral real estate advisor on your team committed to ensuring any real estate assets are sold for the most amount of money in a way that respects and honors both parties' desires, right? So I talk about why they want to work with a real estate divorce advisor, right? Why they want me on their team if that's the process they happen to be going through right now, right? So now I can start to position myself as a real estate divorce advisor, and in fact, I've got a series of letters, and I know how to go get the list every month, and I can just drop the letter in the mail, boom. And when people follow the breadcrumbs back to my website, they say, hey, look at this guy. He works for us ranch. What do you know? We live there. Huh? But they arrive at this page, Real Estate Divorce Specialist. All right. Now, my probate page. Didn't I add that? Probate help. Right? Probate help. Sell your inherited or probate property for top dollar fast. Right? Got money to burn? I provide two options for selling your probated property. Option number one, option number two. Right? So I've got a page over here that positions me as a probate expert. Right? Get a cash offer on your probate property today. Just boop, 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 fill in all the information, submit it. Right? And then I've got a letter campaign, right, that I can mail to probates. Right? I've got a letter campaign that I can mail to divorce people. Right? I've got a letter campaign that I can mail to FSBOs and say, hey, are you familiar with my Seller Assist program? Right? In fact, if we go over here, you guys, I'll just give you a glimpse of what this looks like, right? So you can see this, right? So let's go to right here. We're gonna do this from the beginning so you can see the full page view. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through a lot of things that we've all seen, and it's just gonna be like a flashback. Apple trees. There's all of our friends filling up our baskets. Right? There's where we're starting to build a little apple tree forest right there with smartly, right? And we talked about the anatomy of a referral, right? Conversation needs to occur. People need to notice it's about real estate, and they need to think of you, right? They need to think of you, right? And then not only think of you, they need to take some sort of action to make that happen. And you can make people think of you when real estate conversations occur, right? You can make them think of you. It's pretty easy to do. And you can make it easy for them to take action to refer people to you. Like you can do a much better job making it easy for people to think of you, right? In unique conversations, they think about you and they go, hey, I have the guy for you and I've got his card right here. I've got his newsletter at my house. I've got this wacky postcard that he sends out every month. It's super cool. It's on the refrigerator right now. When I get back to the house, I'll call you, right? We talked about that. Thank you cards. We talked about not keeping me a secret. We talked about newsletters and how they're the perfect tool for shaking the apple tree, right? Helping people think of you, making it easy for people to refer to you, just making it easy, right? And then I showed you a new tool that I'm going to start adding to the back office for my agents. It's called the World's Most Interesting Postcard, and it's the perfect tool for getting people to think about you in a conversation every single month. Here's what to do when you hear this conversation happening. Next month, it's here's what to do when you hear this conversation happening. Next month, it's here's what to do when you hear this conversation. So they're always thinking about you, right? And they know what to do when they're thinking about you, right? And we stopped there. right? And then I showed you, I said, hey, check out my short sale platform, right? And then I pushed a button and I changed it from the short sale platform to the new hot market platform where the short sales have dried up. And then I showed you how I can add pages to it if I want to position myself as a probate expert or a divorce expert, right? And then right now we're talking about FSBOs, and we're talking about my free seller assist program. All right, my free seller assist program. Discover how my free seller assist program can help you sell your home faster and for more money. Right? It says advertise your home on my website and hundreds of other syndicated sites such as Realtor.com and Yahoo Homes. Promote your home to my 500 plus database of prospective area home buyers. 100 professional quality flyers and yard box. Professional style photos and video tour. Ensure all interested buyers are fully qualified to purchase your property. Ensure all prospective buyers have their calls and questions answered promptly and professionally. Right. Then it says, my Seller Assist program enables me to help match homeowners who've made the decision to try and sell their home on their own with qualified buyers who are seriously looking to purchase a home. Right. Call today for your free custom marketing plan. Show your home by appointment only to qualified pre-screened buyers. Professional help showcasing your home. Massive online exposure for free. Right. So if I took this little piece of paper right here, this little 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, right, and if I printed it on the reverse side of this piece of paper, right? In other words, if I printed out a picture of my website, right? If I printed out a picture of my website, and what if I put a Post-it note right here, right? So check this out, Forest Ranch for sale by owner, right? And if they turned it over, you know, when they turn this over on the reverse side, what do they see? Right? What do they see on the reverse side? They'd see that other letter, this one, right? Now I can just drop it in the middle of the FSBOs in Forest Ranch, and they go, whoa, check out this Forest Ranch FSBO program, right? Check out this Forest Ranch FSBO program. But think about this, you guys. Forest Ranch, in and of itself, with 1,000 homes in it, that might not be big enough to cover all the FSBOs that are happening around the county right now, right? Might not be big enough. That's why I can add as many pages as I want to this website. San Alejo Hills for sale by owners, right? Copper Creek for sale by owners. Like with this website platform that I've got, I can add 1,000 pages myself, and every page I can insert videos, 1,000,000 of them, photos, 1,000,000 of them. There's no unlimited, right? Unlimited pages, unlimited content on each page. And building a page is as easy as copy and paste, right? Building a page, this system, I don't need HTML computer programming, right? If I want to go edit my real estate divorce page, if I can work in Microsoft Word, I can edit this page, right? It's as easy as logging into my back office, going to my main menu, where, by the way, my lead center is, because everybody who visits my website and opts in for something, they end up in my lead center getting dripped on, right? They end up in my lead center getting dripped on. But look, I can click Customize Website Content, and I can go to any of my pages. For instance, my Real Estate Divorce Specialist page, I can rename the page. Right? I can rename it to anything I want. Just type in the new page and click Submit. Right? I could easily do that. Right? Or I could go to my Real Estate Divorce page. Let's find it again in here. Real Estate Divorce. Here it is. I could go to my Real Estate Divorce Specialist page, and I could edit it. I could just click Edit. There it is. Right? Just like we're working in Microsoft Word, you know, here you go. I can just take this, and I could just change the font, change the color, insert a video, right? Insert photos. It's just like working in Word. Right? Come down and click Submit, right? So it's very easy for me to edit pages. And by the way, my prospect, they can come over here in any language. It doesn't matter what language they speak. They can translate this website into their language, right? You want to learn about divorce and real estate in your language? You want to learn about probate sales in your language? You want to learn about my For Sale by Owner Seller Assist program in what language would you like to, I don't even, what's Khmer, right? Let's go learn. Right, so I've got everything on here. Danish, right? Japanese, Spanish, Chinese. What language would you like to learn about? You know, my expired listing history for your neighborhood. Right. So I'm going to go back to show original, back to English here. Okay. So in a nutshell, what I've done over here at Simple Listing Solutions is I've gone up to like 100,000 feet and I've looked down and I say, okay, I want listings. What are my options? Divorce, probate, FSBOs, expireds, work in a geographic farm area, and shaking my apple trees every month with my center of influence. In order to do that, what do I need? I need to be designations. I need special designations that can convince people that, hey, I'm a real estate divorce specialist. I can help your friends. Next time you hear somebody talking about divorce, please think of me. right? I need to be able to say, hey, listen, I'm also foreclosure alternatives advisor. When you hear people talking about this, let them know I can help, right? Short sale listings. I also need to let people know, right, in Forest Ranch that, listen, if you're trying to sell your home on your own, I can help you, right? If your home is on the market and expired, there's some interesting information over here. Come over here, I can help you, right? And now for you guys, you don't have time to recreate the wheel. You need to just be able to log into your back office and download the letters, right? You need to just be able to log into your back office and download the tools, right? You need to click download. Chris, I'm going to go download my business card. Download the business card, right? Download. Save. I'm just going to look how easy this is for you. Click open. Click open, right? I'll shrink this down here a little bit so we can all see it, right? So there's the business card. It's in your back office waiting for you, right? Where's the postcards in your back office waiting for you? Where's the door hangers in your back office waiting for you? Where's the letters in your back office waiting for you, right? Where's the Craigslist ads in your back office waiting for you? Chris, how do I make the kind of Craigslist ads that you're talking about that get people to click on the ad and come over to this page and call me up? I'll show you. There's a training module. I'll teach you. We've got all the tools for you. Right? I'll teach you how to use YouTube. I'll teach you how to use Craigslist. I'll teach you how to use Facebook. Right? Don't worry about that. Right? And all your tools are in your back office. Right? And your newsletter, download the monthly newsletter. Right? Now, here's some pretty cool things about the newsletter. Right? I'm going to click on Edit Site Settings over here. We've got some new some new upgrades to the system for our newsletter. Our newsletter, the welcome mat, right? And I don't know why the version I'm plugged into right now, when I click down the reorder toolkit material, I'm not logged in as the proper person right here. But our newsletter, you can just click print, right? The welcome mat, beautiful. You can print it out in 4 colors, it's beautiful. You can print it out in black and white, it's beautiful. It's a direct response newsletter. Got your photo, your logo plugged into it. If you want to put your vendors in there, it's easy. Super easy, right? So download the monthly newsletter. Just arrives in the back office every month on the 20th, right? World's Craziest Postcard just arrives in your back office every month on the 20th, right? Your business cards, all your tools, they're back here, right? Click training videos, they're back here. Well, how do I master the dialogue to go after FSBOs? How do I master the dialogue to go after short sales? How do I do YouTube? Just come back here and watch the video. And if you need more help, call me up because I'm on your team. Right? So we're doing some amazing things over here at Simple Listing Solutions, and you guys want to know about it because for less than 220s, for less than the amount of money a lot of you guys spend at Starbucks over the course of a month, these systems are in your pocket, right? They're all in your pocket for less than 220s. Right. I'll help you guys get FSBO listings, expired listings, how to shake the apple trees every month with your center of influence with 2 world-class tools. You're not going to find better tools for generating referrals like clockwork, right, from your center of influence for work in farm areas. If you want to go after divorce, if you want to go after probate, right, show you how to do that. Right. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to click on this letter what else do I want to show you guys back here? I could show you the letter library, download the tools, download the monthly newsletter, how to customize your website, how to customize the menu, right? I've got this link here. Remember, if I want to remove those pages, right, here, get up to 30,000. Let's take that away. Let's take that away. Let's take away anything short sale related, right? Do I have anything else over here that's short sale related? Nope. All right, so I can just click Save Changes, right? So if we go back here and we just reload, now I've just gotten rid of one of those pages. Right. So it's that easy. And in fact, let me show you guys how easy and fun this is to play with. Watch, menu. I can come back here and from Edit Site Settings, I can change the color of my website. Right? I can go crazy. I can just go hog wild like that, and I can come over here and say, yeah, let's do something crazy like that, and click Submit. And if we come over here and reload, you're going to see we just did something pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. But I could get the colors to match my brokerage. Right. I could come back here and I could say, hey, listen, I'm with Prudential, C21, Coldwell, Keller Williams, Remax, Solutions, Zip Realty, and I could just select one of these brokerages and it'll brand it automatically to my brokerage. Or I could upload my own logo and photo and brand it beautifully, right, to whatever my brokerage is. So my background color I'm going to put right back like that. And the menu background color I'm going to put right back like something closer to that. And I'm going to click Submit, and we're going to just go back here and refresh. And so I want you guys to see how easy this system is to work with. Now, I covered a lot of stuff today, and I covered some things that you don't need me, you don't need this system. I said you don't need Craig Proctor, Joe Stump, Brian Buffini, none of that stuff, right? And two of the most powerful things I covered was, number one, understanding the anatomy of a referral. A conversation has to occur and someone has to think of you. Number two, they have to make some sort of effort to connect that person to you, right? So go get people to think about you and go make it easy for people to connect people to you, number one. Number two, a tidbit I gave you, I said video. It's free and there's nothing more powerful. Right? There's nothing. You all have a video. You guys have an email list right now with a bunch of email addresses in it. You could make a video on your laptop right now. You could say, "Hi, it's Mary. Listen, I'm kind of shy in front of the camera, so please forgive me. But I just wanted to let you know that right now I'm working with some great buyer clients who are really frustrated at lack of inventory. If you know anybody thinking about selling their home, even if they owe more than it's worth, they're going to do a short sale. I can help them with that. Right? Thanks for not keeping me a secret. I really need your referrals right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Right? You could just make a video like that, take you 45 seconds, and then you could email it out to people. Click here for an important message from me. You guys could do that. You don't need me. You don't need my tools. You don't need any of this stuff. Right? As part of the training that I provide over here at Simple Listing Solutions of how to start doing that really effectively every month. Couple systems in place, you guys, that start running the show. Systems are the solution for you and your practice, not you. Right? You get in the way. I get in the way. I know. Right? I get in the way. I need to have, okay, what do I do Monday? You just do this, drop these things in the mail. Okay, perfect. Now what do I do? Chris, you can go surfing. Now that's done. You can actually go surfing and feel good about your day because you just sent out a powerful communication to 50 people. Take the day off. Great. Right? That's how I like my business to run. Right? So what questions do you guys have right now about the stuff that you've seen? Because I've covered a ton of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to kind of start scrolling through. We got people still, I'm from San Diego. Okay. Okay, question. I can't hear you. Please reconnect the sound. Yeah, okay, well, I hope I reconnected the sound. Chris, will you have a letter in our back office of probate, estate, and divorce sales? Yes, I will, Francine. Those are coming real quick. I love the postcard idea. Good. How do we locate probate leads in order to market them using your website and advertisement tools? Let me talk about that. Let me show you guys how to go get some FSBOs, divorce, probate leads. I didn't cover any of that, right? So thanks for the question. How much is this going to cost? Less than $220 is $39 a month, month to month, no contract, right? Pretty good deal, huh? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something right here. I'm going to go over to a website. I'm going to open up another website, Control-T, and I'm going to go over to Vulcan7.com. Some of you guys will know about Vulcan7.com probably, right? And so over here at Vulcan7.com, I can get FSBO leads, right? And I can get expired leads, right? You can also go over to ForSaleByOwner.com. You guys can also go over to Redx.com, right? And get like For Sale by Owner, weekly list of all the For Sale by Owners like in your county. You just get them, right? And if you did, what you could do is you could have a page called San Diego For Sale by Owners, right? And you could just print that letter that I showed you guys, and you could just start mailing it to these FSBOs saying, hey, why don't you take advantage of my free seller assist campaign? I can help you guys get your home sold for free, right? And if you really wanted to get the listings, you go out there and knock on their door and tell them about the program. Hey, did you guys get the letter I sent you last week about my seller assist program? Yeah, here I am knocking on your door now. I want to talk to you guys about it, right? That's called converting, right? That's called converting. So from Vulcan7.com or Redx.com, Control-T, let's go over to Redx.com, Redx, the Redx partners, here we go, Redx.com, right? Another great list source, right? Now, when it comes to divorce listing leads, you guys have, it depends on what state you're in, right? For instance, in Michigan, there's something called legalnews.com. You can go to legalnews.com in the state of Michigan, and you can get a list of people who filed for divorce, right? In some states, you can just go on their county records. You can go to the county courthouse, right? You can go online to the county site. You probably have to call them up and do a little search. You can find those records for free, right? There's also, I could just do a Google search right now. I could say divorce list, divorce leads, and there's list providers out there. I've seen them for about 15 cents a name, right? You can go purchase divorce listing leads the same way you guys can get FSBO and expired leads, right? FSBO leads delivered to your email inbox every week. And it's like 25 or 30 bucks you guys will pay for, each of these different programs to get FSBOs and expireds or divorce stuff sent to you, right? But you just get the list. Now you got the letter. Now you got the page. All you need to do is mail them, right? But you don't just mail one time, right? Like for the divorce, what we're doing is 4 letters, and then if after the 4 letters, so month number one you ignore them; it's too fresh, right? The divorce is just getting started. Month number 2, they get letter number 1. Month number 3, they get letter number 2. Month number 4, they get letter number 3. Month number 5, they get letter number 4, and then after that, they get your newsletter every 90 days, right? With a handwritten little letter in it. Hey, thanks for not keeping me a secret, you guys. Divorce, right? Boom. Right. So same thing with probate. Right. So yeah, that helps you guys go get lists. Right. Now I'm going to show you guys something over here to answer another question. SimpleListingSolutions.com. If you came over here and said, hey, I want this thing, how do I sign up? Oh, here's a button that says sign up, and you click sign up, right? What you're going to want is the stealth system. Right? That's what I've shown you today. It's the stealth system. It's not my letter system. It's not the welcome mat system. It's the stealth system that I've shown you guys today. And there's a setup fee. And the setup fee is a one-time setup fee of $597 a month. You don't need to pay that, so don't do what I've just shown you. But just know, right? There's a setup fee. It's $600, and it's $39 a month, month to month. Right? That's it. You guys, $40. $40. How long, you guys like, I've been sitting at my computer for the last 3 years working on a probate campaign and trying to do something for expireds. You telling me for $39 you're going to give me every single month? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. So there's a one-time setup fee of $597. Don't pay it because I'm going to give you guys a nice discount. Watch what we're going to do. At Simple Listing Solutions. If you guys, just based on what you've seen here today, if you say, hey, Chris, wow, I'm interested. I want to have a website like that with these pre-built pages for me, plus I've got freedom to build all the pages that I want, and you'll help me understand how all this stuff works, and I want all those tools, and I want a monthly newsletter. I want the stuff for $39 a month. Right? Then do this. Go to SimpleListingSolutions.com, right? Come over here to my website, but don't click on the sign up button. Instead, go up into your address bar up here, the browser bar where it says SimpleListingSolutions.com, and then put a little / at the end of the .com and write the word offer. Write the word offer and then hit enter. And it's going to take you over here to SimpleListingSolutions.com / offer. Right? Completely different page. And I'm going to give you guys 2 webinar discount codes today that are good for till the end of the week. Right? And this is good because today's the beginning of the week. So check it out. The first one is action. Action. And you could just click submit. You could type the word action and click submit. And watch this. It says offer code accepted. Your discount will be applied to your shopping cart. So you're going to click continue. Right? And what just happened was that one-time setup fee of $597, I just cut it in half. 50% discount. I just cut it in half. So you guys, it's a one-time setup fee, $297, $39 a month, month to month. Now let me tell you something. Craig Forte, serviceforlife.com. Check him out. He's got a killer newsletter. It's great. I mean, and it works because I've talked to agents who use it. Right? It's not as good as mine, but it's great and it works. And you can go get his for about, I don't know, $80, $85 a month for a newsletter. Right? You can go over to buyreferralonly.com and get Joe Stump's newsletter. It's great. It's not so pretty, right? But it works, and I know it works because I sold Joe Stump a couple homes. I trained his master members. I flew around the country training his agents for years, and I said, "Hey, what's the most powerful tool you have?" And they said, "Probably the newsletter. I send it out every single month." Right? So it works. You guys got to go get a newsletter somewhere. I provide you with one. It's called the Welcome Mat, and it's completely customizable, and it's the best-looking newsletter on the market, without a doubt. Right, without a doubt. Agents using it, they'll tell you the same thing. When you see it, you'll agree. Right? And so for $39 a month, you're set for life. You got your own customizable killer newsletter. Now, Chris, can I send it out via email? You could, but you don't want to. Right? Why do you want to send it out via email? Because it's free and fast and easy and gets deleted. Right? That's not how you orchestrate referrals. You don't send an email to orchestrate referrals unless it's a video. It says, click here to watch a powerful message from me. Like one sentence, click here to watch a powerful click, and then there's a short video. You can do that. That's a powerful communication, but you can't send an e-newsletter. Delete. right? It's not the same thing as walking out to my mailbox and getting a newsletter from you every month. You took the time to mail me this cool new-looking newsletter that you take the time to put together. It's really nice. Not only that, you took the time to write a handwritten note that's inserted into it. When I open the newsletter every month, I get comps. I get notes from you. I get things. You know, I like it. It's a different experience, right? So, yeah, you can send the newsletter out via email, but you don't want to. Okay, so for $39 a month, you guys, you're in. You got your own website, and you can easily link up your IDX. You can link up your blog. Now, how's the SEO on these websites? Well, let's take a look at that. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's log into the back office over here menu, and let's click for a second, customize website content. I want you to know something about these pages right here. Like if I'm going to rename a page, like my probate help, if I want to rename my probate help page, look what comes up here. It says menu button, text, that's the name of the page, but then below that it says meta tag title, right? And for my meta tag title, I wrote California Probate Sales Help. And then it says meta tag description. And what did I write? Sell your probate property fast and for top dollar, right? So I can build my meta tag title and descriptions right into each page headline, right, from my back office. Okay, from my back office, I can also set up my Google Analytics tracking IDs for free, so I can track every visitor that comes to my website, where they come from, how much time they spend. It's really easy, right? I can also plug in all my meta keywords back here, right? I can insert video anywhere on the website, anywhere I want from YouTube, right? I can edit any of the pages and add additional pages, so I can update the content, keep the content fresh. I can link my blog, right? I can link my blog. If I'm a blogger, I can link it right back here through my back office and link it right to my website, right? So in terms of SEO, you can do whatever you want to them. You can max them out or you can not do anything, right? That's up to you. Now, I don't really care one way or the other, because I know that the listings that you're going to get, just like the National Association of Realtors is going to tell you guys, number one source of listings, referrals. Referrals. Even divorce listings, they're going to come from your center of influence, because your center of influence found out that you're a real estate divorce specialist. And so someone in your center of influence is going to say, hey, listen, my sister's going through a divorce. Here you go. Boom. That's where your divorce listings are going to come from, when you start effectively communicating to your center of influence who you are and what you do every month. That doesn't mean don't mail to the divorce people. Do that too. Right? Do that too. But what's going to happen when you guys start to, effectively communicate to your center of influence, your apple trees every month, right, with these handwritten notes that I'm talking about, these communications are going to start to send you back things like, hey, listen, my brother's been trying to sell his house over here on his own for a while. He's a FSBO, right? He's over it. Will you call him up? He's going to help you, right? That's a referral to a FSBO, right, to an expired, to a divorce. That stuff is going to come out of your center of influence when you communicate effectively to your center of influence. Can you guys all mail to a group of people twice a month? Right? Like, I would just say, raise your hand if you can mail twice a month, because I'm going to give you the thing to mail. I'll give it to you. All you have to do is, can you mail it? If you can do that, can you get the list together to mail it to? Can you go get the names and mailing labels? If you can go get the names and the mailing labels and mail twice a month, I can help you guys shake apple trees all year long. Shake, shake, shake. You're going to be an apple farmer, right? And they're going to be just falling out of trees. Then we could talk about FSBOs, expireds, all that other stuff, because really, as a real estate professional, until you've gathered up your center, until you've really mastered the art of communicating to the people who already know you, who you are and what you do, why would you go looking for strangers? What? FSBOs, divorced people, they don't even know you, right? List pendants, they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. You got to go convert them from a stranger to a non-stranger. That's totally doable, and you could do that, and you ought to, right? If your center of influence isn't feeding you enough. But boy, your center of influence, they could put a new Mercedes in your driveway every year, right? They can make your mortgage payment, put your kids through college, and send you on vacation twice. Right? Your center of influence. Do you need all those other people, or do you need to better communicate to the people that you already know and then expand that group? Right? Every time you close escrow on with somebody, boom, they go into your, of course you're going to get my newsletter. You're going to get the world's craziest postcard from me twice a month. Right? We just did a deal together. Right? So pretty soon, you're like Larry Martin. You got 1,000 people that hear from you twice a month, every single month. And you know what? You do 88 transactions in the course of a year. And you call me up and say, hey, Chris, how do I take it to 100? And I say, hey, you need to go get an assistant. Right? That's how you take it to 100. Right. So thank you for your time today. What I want you guys to know about Simple Listing Solutions is we're not just a company that says, hey, here's a bunch of tools, good luck, have at it. Right? Good luck, have at it. That's not it. I'm on your team. I'm in it to help you guys win it. That's my passion. I love to be of service to realtors. Jenny Talasazen in San Diego will tell you that. Larry Martin, right, with Realty Executives in Grandville will tell you that. Tom Jacobs in Grand Rapids will tell you that. Rick Geese, here's their names. Remax guy, look them up. Hey, Rick, you doing any business? Chris helping you out? Look him up. He'll tell you, right? Adam Menconi with Sotheby's up in Santa Rosa, California. Look him up. His name's right here on my website at Simple Listing Solutions. Right? Tom Reinberg down in Jacksonville, Florida. Ed Trivers. I talked to you guys about Ed and his homeowner service center. Right? I talked to you guys, well, Rick Geese, we got Rick down here again. We got Justin Jacobs up in Sacramento. Right? Tammy Says in Oklahoma City. Tammy Says, S-A-I-S. Right? Talk to these folks. Talk to these folks. And then if your website right now, like if you've got a website that you can't add 1 million pages to and do all this stuff to, and it doesn't position you as a probate expert or divorce expert or a certified foreclosure alternatives advisor who can help people with short sales, and you got ebooks that position you as an author and door hangers and postcards and Craigslist ads and Facebook plugins and a lot of stuff, right? If you don't have all that stuff and you're paying more than $39 a month, then what's your website doing for you, right? Does it have a back office that even comes with anything? Right? So that's great. You guys, I gave you that discount code was action, right? So here's some more. Let's go scroll through some more of these questions. The discount code was action. But let me give you guys just one more discount code over here because I want to make this really, there should be no reason why you guys can't do this. So what we could also do is we could go to simplelistingsolutions.com, and then where do we go? / right? Offer. I'm going to even give you a better discount. So if you wrote down offer and you thought 50% off was a great discount, now you're glad you hung around a couple more minutes. Okay, so we're going to go back to the same place, simplelistingsolutions.com / offer, and we're going to write in the same exact discount code, action, right? But now we're going to put a number 3 at the end of it, action 3, and I'm going to click submit, and this should work too. Yep, end of the month. Nice. Now look what we just did. You get the same 50% discount, $297 one-time setup fee, but we broke that setup fee into 3 payments over 90 days. 0 interest, right? 0 interest. So I don't think you guys can afford not to do this, right? Now, my concern is I'm going to get hammered on the phones as soon as we hang up this webinar. I'm going to be on the phone all day long. That's okay. That's okay. So let me go back to the question lot here. Any other questions you guys have that I haven't answered? I'd love to. Before I let you guys go here. So questions, I lost my question queue. I don't even know where your questions are at, so I lost those. Okay, so again, you guys, simplelistingsolutions.com, we provide you with the Welcome Mat direct response newsletter every month, all the tools you guys need. And let me tell you something, just for truth in advertising, right? I'm going to come log in over here into the back office, and oh, here, my questions are back. Good, questions are back. So the first offer code was action, and the other one was action 3. Okay, so I think that answers that for you guys, right? So boy, there's some great questions in here. You guys listen to these questions. I love the postcard idea. Good. How do we locate probate leads? We talked about that. How much is this going to cost? I just told you, right? Gave you guys a. Can we build our own pages? Yep, absolutely. You can build your own pages. Is this a substitute for CRMs like Top Producer? No, it is not, right? Our CRM in your back office is not nearly as complex as Top Producer, right? It's like this. If somebody orders your book and they got to give you their email address, or how do they get the book, right? So if somebody orders your book, they give you their name and their email address, and then the phone number is optional in some cases, and if they want to give it to you, they will. So you'll have a name, phone number, email address if they give you the phone number, and then you'll also have a little thing that shows you which letter has dripped on them so far, because there's automated built-in drip campaigns, right? So it'll say letter number 5 is dripped on this person. Okay, so, but no, the CRM is not nearly as complex as Top Producer. You said you had 2 codes you were going to give us. The one was the action, the other is action 3, okay, to break that payment up over 90 days. Good. Thank you for another great webinar, Francine. You're welcome, Francine. I don't see the world's most interesting postcard template. It's not in your back office yet, Wendy, but it should be by next week, right? Should be in your back office. We're trying to figure out how to deliver that to our current clients. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you can see my gears are spinning about how we're going to deliver that, but we have it, so it's deliverable. You said you'd give us 2 discounts. I did. I gave you the first one, Action. That's a 50% discount, and then Action 3 is a 50% discount broken up into 3 payments. Okay, perfect. Okay, so how long does it take? It takes 3 days for us to set your system up. We say give us 3 days. Sometimes we can do it in a day, but we say give us 72 hours. And are there any other expenses besides $39 a month? Yes, you have to go get a domain name, right? You've got to go over to GoDaddy.com and go get a domain name, right? So let's talk about that for a minute. If you live in Michigan and you're pursuing short sales and you want to go get a short sale domain name, saveyourhomewithme.com, you can do that. You can do that. But I might think about doing something differently. I might think about a farm area, you guys. I might think about, like right here in my community, there's a place called Encinitas Ranch, right? I might think along the lines of myencinitasranchhome.com, right? Or myencinitasranch.com, myencinitasranchhome.com, right? mybressyranchhome.com, or even branding your name, right? thechrisalvedateam.com. Right? But go over to GoDaddy and spend $11 and get yourself a domain name. That's your other expense. Other than that, that's all. That's it. It's once you pay the setup fee, it's $39 a month, and it's month to month, right? So you can get out of the business, say, "Hey, Chris, turn it off," and we'll just turn it off. Say, "Okay, right? Okay, no problem, no problem." What I would like to show you guys, though, is I'm going to come over here right now, and I'm going to log out, and I'm going to log in as an agent using this system because I want you guys to just see something, because earlier you couldn't see this. So I'm going to log in as Susan, okay? And now Susan is in her back office, and Susan has the Stealth site, and she's going to click download the monthly newsletter, right? And she's got the July edition right here. So we're in July right now. Right, and I'm going to click download July 2013 newsletter in the 11 by 17 format. So I'm just going to click on that so you guys can see what the July edition of the Welcome Mat newsletter actually looks like. Right, it's like, what am I getting myself into here with this newsletter thing, Chris? Right, well, let's take a look at it together. Okay, so here is the July edition of the Welcome Mat. Okay, and here's the field where once you upload it, your photo is going to go with you smiling, right, and maybe your logo is going to go right there with your information. Okay, and then here's a field. At the moment, it says get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales, and I give you a book. It's an ebook, and it's a great book, and you're the author. Right? Now, you can say, hey, Chris, I don't have any more short sales in my market, and I'd say, okay, push the button. So you can push a button, and this book and this whole field will go away. And you could, A, put whatever you want here, or B, we have something else you could just automatically plug in right here, right, for free reports. Okay. There's also a thing over here that says go get a free home value report. Go to my website. Right. Then there's a person up here saying, hey, thank you for not keeping me a secret. Your referrals are the lifeblood of my business. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. And in fact, you could put in whatever message you want right here, or you could keep ours. Okay. And then the mailing label goes right here. Okay. And this thing folds up. Right. Look at this. There's the gutter. Right. So here's page 1 over here. This is page 1 of the newsletter, the cover page. This thing folds up and it goes out in the mail the size of a large postcard. Okay, 2 folds, it goes out in the mail. There's the mailing label. Make sense? Okay, so here's the July edition of the Welcome Mat. Pretty cool looking newsletter, huh? You got your sign down here, and so let's scroll down and see what the inside pages look like. Right. So here's the inside pages. If I get rid of all my artwork right here, erase all drawings. Yeah, erase all drawings. Okay, so here's the inside of the July edition of the Welcome Mat. And the psychology here, just so you guys know, this is designed to appeal to both sexes, to both men and women. Right? There's a man cave section. We talk about technology, sports trivia, but we also talk about date night, how to make scented candles at home, fun stuff to do with mangoes, rattlesnake tequila stew. I mean, it's cool stuff that people go, what? And they get into it. Riddles, games that people can play. Things that they'll engage with. They'll love to get your newsletter every month. They really do. They'll say to you things like, wow, what a great looking newsletter you put together. The Welcome Mat, bringing your best life home. We love it. The July edition was so cool, because it is. Look at this thing. Looks better than Time magazine. Right? And they get it in the mail from you every month. Who? Your 10 or 15 or 20 or 25 apple trees every month. And when they open it up, a handwritten note falls out. Right? Now, I show you guys what kind of notes. It's really easy. I don't write the handwritten note for you. You do. But I'll tell you what you're going to write on it. Right? So, again, it's a very simple little tool. And again, the mailing label goes right here, and this thing goes out in the mail the size of a postcard. You send it out in the mail once a month. It all folds up. Right? It's called the Welcome Mat. It's the best-looking newsletter on the market. So anyway, this is the July edition of the Welcome Mat, and I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to just click print. Once you upload your photo and your logo into this field, the thing you want here, right, we put in your domain name automatically. It's just going to fill in. Right? All you have to do every single month, open print. Now, you got to have a printer that prints 11 by 17, but that's easy. Right? A lot of printers do. You can go down to Kinko's. You can print it in black and white. It looks great. You print it in color. It looks phenomenal. Right? And I know agents that walk their farm area and they hand out their newsletter. They don't mail it. They hand it out. They knock, hey, how's it going, folks? They hand it out. And they put comps in it. They put coupons in it. Put all kinds of stuff in it. How's it going, folks? And that's how they work their farm area. Okay, so for $39 a month, less than $220s, you guys, I'd pay $40 a month just for the Welcome Mat newsletter. Just have your own newsletter. You can customize, do whatever you want with. Right. You could have your Wells Fargo lender right here, his logo, his name down here, and he's going to say, and you're going to say, hey, give me a couple $100 a month. You're going to be in my newsletter. I'm sending it out to my farm area. Oh, okay. And now they're co-sponsoring your newsletter with you. Right. It's really easy. It's really easy to do. So I've tried to arm you guys to the teeth with all the tools that you'll need. And now, oh yeah, this is what I said earlier, truth in advertising. Let's cover this because I want to be really clear. In your back office, at the moment, we've got a letter library. This is where you're going to download your letters, right? Your divorce letters, your probate letters, right? Now, at the moment, there are no divorce letters in here, right? Or probate. Those are coming, and they're coming pretty quick, right? We've got letters for work in your farm areas, letters for work in short sales. Center of Influence is going to be your newsletter and the world's craziest postcard. Right? And then I'm going to upload samples of note cards you're going to search, so those will be all right here next week. And then divorce and probate, those letters are just going to get uploaded as we've got them completed. The web pages are completed. Now, one thing about Simple Listening Solutions is we're always evolving and creating new tools, and we just add them to the back office as we create them. We don't raise your fee. We don't say, hey, for $100 you get this, although we may do that one time here this month with a new tool. But as we upgrade and add new tools, we just upgrade and add new tools, right? And then we let you know, hey, if you want to know about your new tool, you know, you can go watch a video in your back office, or you can come onto a webinar and we'll teach you how to use it, right? You can go watch a video in your back office, right? How to build Craigslist ads, right? We provide you guys with some amazing tools and technology for building Craigslist ads and really working Craigslist. Like there's a download. Right here it says download this screenshot program, right? What it is this tool right here. But it allows me to take pictures off the internet. Like I could take a picture of this. See, I just took a picture, right? I could turn this picture into a Craigslist ad that when people click on it, it takes them straight to my website, right? You're like, what? What are you talking about? I know. It's a lot of information, but there's a lot more to our system than what you guys have seen here today, okay? We don't just give you bait and hooks. We teach you to fish, right? Here's information that you can go fish with. You don't even need to stay with us, right? Stay with us, try our tools, try our system, work with us, and if you decide to move on down the road, we're going to wish you the best of success, but take these things, right? Go do this, right? Go use YouTube. Go use Craigslist and Facebook this way. We'll show you how. All right. So thank you for your time today, you guys. I hope I answered most of the questions here. Looks like I did. Good. One thing I didn't tell you guys, the tools back here, they're in English and in Spanish, right? So right now we've got a whole boatload of short sale listing getting tools, short sale related stuff in English and Spanish, right? eBooks, postcards, door hangers, direct response letters, all kinds of stuff in English and Spanish. And in fact, if with the short sale template page, if you've still got a hot short sale market, you can convert this into Spanish really easy. We've got a Spanish version of this website. Just push a button, we'll turn it into Spanish and the tools for you. Just so you know. Right, just so you know. Okay. So any other questions before I let you guys go? Something about the world's most interesting postcard download. Perfect. Good. Thank you. Hey, thank you, you guys. Go do good work. Thanks for your time today, and thanks for not keeping us a secret. Take advantage of that discount code this week before Friday at midnight, or you guys are going to turn into a pumpkin. Okay? Go do good work. Bye.